Hi everyone, Danielle here. I'm doing a solo battle from the game Shadow and Rune. So this will be probably a 15 to 30-minute video, or quicker, depends if I end up losing all 30 health of mine. But yeah, I'm gonna be going up against a normal enemy. So we're gonna go ahead and just move our marker on the map to the normal minion deck, and then we'll draw three off the top. All right, we have a dark soldier, a dark wolf, and a stone golem. Let's go ahead and grab those cards and we'll start our battle. All right, so we have the six cards. So two of each of those that we pulled from the randomizer, we'll give that a shuffle. And then, of course, in this game, we are trying to win the battle. And to win the battle, have to defeat all of the enemies in the enemy deck or do 10 direct damage to our enemy. We have 30 health ourselves, so if we ever get hit with a total of 30 health or 30 damage, we actually will lose the game. All right, so the enemy will start their turn, and there's really nothing to do in the prepare phase or the move phase. We're going to go ahead and get into the main phase. So they're going to draw their card. They're drawing one card off the enemy deck. We have a stone golem. All right, so this one says at the start of your turn, remove one damage from stone golem. That's something that they will do at the start of the turn. All right, so let's see where they end up. Let's go ahead and shuffle up these map cards. See what we get? We get column E. So they're going to go into the ranged space of column E. And then we're going to place an exhaust token, which I'm just going to use the orange token there to mark that as spawned. So that means they can't attack this turn. And that's it for that first turn. Now it's our turn. We're going to have three cards from our deck of six cards. So we have two Echo Daggers and Shadow Bat. We have three actions. So this is pretty neat, actually. If I were to spend all my three actions, I could use both my Echo Daggers. Um, and it says deal one damage. All Echo Daggers deal one additional damage this turn. So I could use Echo Dagger to combo and just finish off that stone golem right away, but I might just want to save one of them in my hand just in case. So I'll spend one of my action points to place Shadow Bat, and I'll place it right here. I'll place an exhaust token on it, or I'm sorry, a spawn token, and then I will spend one action, leaving one action left for an Echo Dagger, dealing one damage. And all Echo Daggers deal one additional damage this turn. So I don't think that happens for this Echo Dagger, but I'll keep that in mind. So I'll discard that and deal one damage to Stone Golem. All right. Now keep this in my hand. So we won't do anything in the combat phase. We can't attack. So we're just going to go ahead and go into the refresh and draw our card and have now a Goblin Guard. All right, so now it is the enemy turn. They're going to refresh and prepare, removing the spawn token, and they're going to move. They're going to always move from the back to the front, so rear to the front. And next, they're going to spawn an enemy, a dark soldier. Oh, and at the start of their turn, they remove one damage from Stone Golem, which probably was a bad idea to even use my dagger if I remembered that. But anyway, do not watch this for strategy. All right, so dark soldier, we're gonna see where they end up. We're gonna again shuffle up the map cards. Column E, going right behind the Stone Golem. All right, so that just came out. We'll put one of these cubes on it. And now we go into the combat phase. So we're gonna go A to E, melee, and then range, but only Stone Golem's going to attack. It's going to attack right here for one. So we take one damage. I'm going to place the damage for us just above our coins. All right. So now it's our turn. We have three actions. We have a Goblin Guard, and then we have an Echo Dagger. I think what we're gonna do is, oh, let's remove that right there. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is spend one action to move the Shadow Bat, and then we're gonna spend another action to use the Echo Dagger to deal damage. Putting that into discard. I'll deal a damage to the stone golem. And then now we're just gonna say we're done. I do have one more action left, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna go to the combat phase. Shadow Bat is going to do 1 damage to Stone Golem, who is in its targeted attack area. And that will finish off the Stone Golem. All right. So 1 enemy is down. Refresh, we will just draw a card, and we have a Bone Soldier in our hand. All right. So we'll remove this. This will move down. And then we're going to draw the next enemy, Dark Wolf. It does a quick shuffle. Column B. So it's going to go in the range section of column B. I'm going to put a spawn token on there. And then they're going to do a combat. So fortunately, they are going to do an attack on Shadow Bat for 1, and that will kill Shadow Bat. It will go into our discard pile. All right. Well, now it's back to us. Okay. So we have 3 actions. I'm going to put this right here and put a spawn token. That's using all 3 actions. This is when Goblin Guard is attacked by another melee minion. It deals 1 damage back to its attacker. All right, so go ahead and do that. And I don't think there's anything else I can do on my turn except draw a card. I'll draw my final card in my deck, Shadow Bat. All right, so we have a Shadow Bat and Bone Soldier in my hand. Now it's the enemy turn. We're going to do the prepare phase, the move phase. So this is going to go up, and then this isn't going to do anything. And then we're going to do an attack. So this Dark Wolf would attack this space and this space. So we're getting hit with 2 damage. So now we have 3 damage. And then this says, while Dark Wolf is in play, other Dark Wolves cost 1 less action to play. So nothing to really matter for them, but that's more if that was on our side. And then Dark Soldier is going to do 1 damage right here, and we're going to take just 1 more. So we have 4 damage, and they still just have 0, it looks like. All right, so not looking great for us. All right, so we're going to take our turn, remove that, and we have 3 actions. And I think it's in our best interest to move this to the right for 1 action. And then I'm going to put this Bone Soldier here for the remaining 2 actions. And then I will go ahead and do my combat. This is the only one that can attack. It's going to attack the Dark Soldier for 1. Okay. And then that's it. I will draw 1 card, have to shuffle my discard pile. And I got a Shadow Bat. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move everything to the front that we can. Doesn't look like we could. So we're just going to go ahead and move into the main phase. So Dark Wolf. Shuffle these up. Column A. Go here. And then this is going to attack, but it's just going to have 2 hits on me. So 1, 2. And then this Dark Soldier is going to attack my Goblin Guard for 1. And so I'm going to take 1 on the Goblin Guard. But when Goblin Guard is attacked by another melee minion, it deals 1 damage back to its attacker. So it's going to put another damage onto Dark Soldier. So it's got 2 out of 3 health. It's got 2 damage. And it has 3 health total. So yeah, that is their turn. And then we're going to take ours. We have a Shadow Bat, Shadow Bat. So I think we'll play both of them. I'm going to play it right here and here. I'll put both these spawn tokens on that. And then we will go into the combat phase. I do have 1 more action left. So if I wanted to, I could spend an action to move, but I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I'm just going to go into the combat phase. So I will attack 1 here. So 1 into the enemy. I'll put it right there because there's no one here. And then we'll have Goblin Guard do 1 to Dark Soldier, finishing the damage off of that. So that's the second minion dead. And then now we pass our turn. We'll refresh, we'll prepare, move this down, and then we're going to draw an enemy, Stone Golem. Column A, right behind the Dark Wolf. All right. Okay. So now they're going to do an attack. So this is going to attack here for 1. So I'll take 1. And this is going to attack both of these for 1 each. And that will take it out. And that's all they have. And now it's our turn. To draw a card. So Echo Dagger was going to be that card I have in my hand. And it says deal 1 damage. All Echo Daggers deal additional damage this turn. I'm going to keep this in my hand and not do anything with it, I think. And then I'll attack 1 here for Bone Soldier and then 1 here with Goblin Guard. So that's a total of 3 onto the minion. So we need 7 more. And then I'll draw a card. That'll be another Echo Dagger. Perfect. All right. So we're going to remove that. Everything is already moved as much as they could. We're going to draw that final enemy, Dark Soldier. See where that goes. Okay. All right. So C. It's going to go here. Says adjacent minion deal +1 damage. Okay. All right. And then now they're going to attack. We have this attacking here for 1. And we have Dark Wolf attacking as well in these 2 spaces for 2 damage. 1, 2. All right, let me trade in these a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, 10 is exact. Okay. That's not great. And then on our turn, we have 2 daggers, and I think I definitely will need to use them. So I'm going to spend 1 action to deal 1 damage, and I'm going to deal that 1 damage to this Dark Wolf. And then I will play another Echo Dagger, which means it deals an additional 2 damage. And I'll go ahead and do 2 damage to this one to completely get rid of it. All right. That's that. I need to shuffle. Actually, let me do my attack because that was just me playing my cards. So this will do 1, and then Goblin Guard will do another. So we have 5 damage on the enemy. And now we draw a card. Another Echo Dagger. Okay. So we will end up removing that spawn token. This will move up. This will move up. No more to draw from. So we're just going to go ahead and move on to combat. So this is going to hit for 1. This will hit for 1, 2. This will hit for 1. But actually, adjacent minions deal +1 damage. So that's not good. So let's do this one at a time. So this is going to be 1 damage to me. This is going to deal 2 damage. So that's going to be 2, 4. Ooh, that's terrible. And then this one's just dealing 1. So now we have a total of 16 out of 30. Then we'll take our turn. And we have this Echo Dagger, which should deal 1 damage. And I think I will. I'll deal the damage, spend the actions, deal the damage to this Dark Wolf. And then I have 2 more, which I think I'll go ahead and I don't know if I should move these. I think I'll just stay here and deal damage, I think. So I'll do my combat phase and deal 1 damage here and 1 damage here. They have 6 damage. Actually, 2. 1, 2, So they have 7 damage out of 10. Um, and then it's their turn, and they're going to just do their attacks. So this is going to be 1, and then this is going to be 1. So I get 2 more damage. Oh, I forgot to draw a card. Okay. So Shadow Bat. All right. And then on my turn, I think I'll go ahead and place this here. You know what? I'll place it here. And then as another action, I'll spend this and put it here. And I'll do my attack. I'll attack this for 1. And then I'll attack Goblin with Goblin Guard for 1 into their health. So they have a total of 8. And then we'll draw our card for the refresh phase. So Echo Dagger. All right. And then they will take their turn. Um, they're going to attack me for 1. So that's it. And then this is going to attack my Bone Soldier as well. It's just for 1 actually. So we're taking 1 there and we still survive. And then it's back to us. We have this dagger. And I think I'll use it. I'm going to deal 1 damage to Dark Soldier. Okay. And then I'll go into my attack. Or actually I'll spend 2 actions to heal a minion. 1 damage. So I'll go ahead and do that here. So I spend my remaining 2 actions on that. And then I go into the combat phase. So I will deal 1 damage into Dark Soldier, and that will mean it dies. And then this Goblin Guard will deal 1 damage into this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're so close. So close. Okay, so now it's their turn. They're gonna deal 1 damage here. So we're taking 1 more. At this point, we're at 19 out of 30. Okay. And then it's back to us, and we need to do some moving. We actually should have drawn a card, which is Shadow Bat. So I will spend 1 to move this, and spend another to move this. And then I'm also going to just put this right here. And then that'll have a spawn token on it. So I will use a Bone Soldier to deal 1 damage to the Stone Golem. Ooh, but at the start of their turn, they remove 1 damage from Stone Golem. So maybe that's not a good idea. But at least I won't be taking damage. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of Stone Golem. Hmm. Mm, yeah, I'm gonna have to use a dagger and hope for the best. Um, so yeah, they're gonna deal a damage to me if that's the case. But anyway, um, I will use this to deal a damage. Again, they will heal. This won't do anything, and they will take 1 for that. All right, so in that case, I forgot my about my Goblin Guard for a second. But I did end up putting 10 damage on them. So that was me winning a battle. It got pretty close to uh, actually defeating their final enemy, which also allows me to win the battle as well. But yeah, that is a battle in Shadow and Rune. It's very fun. It's tactical. The deck building aspect comes in when you're at the merchant and you get to buy things with the gold. So because I won the battle, I would get 6 gold. So 6 plus 3 is 9. So 9 total gold to build my deck with. But yeah, this was just about what 20 minutes of battle, which is not bad for a solo game, especially if you're playing a campaign style. You could probably keep going. But this is all I've got for this specific video. Let me know what your thoughts are. I think this is a pretty cool game. I love the art, as I said in the overview video. And I also love the aspect of the deck building here, along with these map cards. These map cards definitely change things up every game. All right, well, I will stop rambling. If you're interested in backing this game, check out the description in this video, and I will hope to hear from you in the comments below. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. That would be so appreciated. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.